What's going on, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic day today. Now, before we hop into the actual topic, I just want to let you guys know, in case I sound a little funny to a few people, the allergies right now are just completely kicking my butt. Like, I am in the worst condition I've been in a minute. My nose is just on fire, my chest is on fire, my head is just thumping. It is just very rough, but if I sound a little different in this video, just know that's the exact reason why. And I'm not going to skip an upload. You guys know me. I love getting my daily uploads out there. It's almost like a daily routine of mine, and it just feels weird to not be able to do it, but you guys already know. I'm just going to keep pushing, and like I said, if I sound just a little different, just know that's the reason why. But today we're going to be talking about some extremely top tier important news when it comes to Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and this is going to blow your guys' minds. We are finally able to play Black Ops Cold War. That is right, you heard me correctly. There is an early alpha coming out in literally one day, on Friday of this week, where you can officially play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Amazing news, right? Absolutely outstanding. Wrong. Yes, it is great news, don't get me wrong. It's outstanding that people can finally go ahead and play Black Ops Cold War. But the problem that we have here is that it's exclusively for PlayStation 4. Now, I wouldn't be so angry if, PC and Xbox had a chance to play it afterwards like they do with the early beta. But the problem I have here is that it's literally nothing that you could play. So, PlayStation players get to go ahead and play this early. Then, PlayStation gets to play it again in October. And then, finally, Xbox and PC get to play it. But PlayStation gets to play it again while Xbox and PC... Literally, PlayStation gets it 3 times. 3 times before anybody else gets to play it. And Xbox and PC get to play this game literally once before it's actually released. Honestly, this is probably the biggest insult in the history of insults when it comes to Call of Duty. Like I said, over time, I was eventually growing used to PlayStation getting early access to the betas. It's still something that I extremely hate. I do not enjoy it. I don't think it's right. But at the same time, it's like, whatever. They're just going to keep doing it. What's the point in complaining? It's never going to change. But now they're getting 2 early play tests? 2? So it's 3 altogether? Don't you think that sounds a little too crazy? A little too much? There's a lot of hardcore players out here, hardcore fans, including myself, who would love, absolutely love to play the most recent Call of Duty, well, not most recent, but the newest Call of Duty video game. And not everybody wants to buy a frickin' PlayStation. I'm sorry to break it to you, Activision, but nobody wants to buy a PlayStation all the time. There's people out there who love PC, and there's people out there who love Xbox. Yes, I do understand. They probably made a deal. Sony definitely 110% made a deal with Activision. Probably a lot of money was used to get early access. But this is 2 play tests. A beta is good enough, but now you're going to do another early access? What about all your fans? All the people who come yearly to play your title, who absolutely love what you're going on here. You're just going to diss them? You're going to ignore them? You're going to act like they're not even there? Like I said, I completely understand where they're coming from, and I'm going to try to calm down a little bit because all this yelling is making my head hurt even more. I felt like I was about to pass out there for a second, so let me tone it down just a slight bit. But like I was saying, I understand where they're coming from. I know it's a deal going on. I know there's money going on. So it's nothing else that, Treyarch and Activision can do. Obviously, Sony paid them, a specific amount. Obviously, knowing Activision, they're not going to think about the fans. They're not going to think about the people. Obviously, money comes first when it comes to a business. So they're just going to accept it. Money is money. And then at the end of the day, they're going to have to fulfill their promise. They can't go back and give, access to PC and then Xbox, because then Sony would get mad and then there'll be a whole lawsuit and this, that, all this drama. They don't want that, so I completely understand. But I really wish that Activision would sit down and actually think about the people who are playing this title. And I'm not talking to you guys as a YouTuber right now. I'm talking to you guys as a legitimate Call of Duty fan. I don't want to have to be able to purchase a different console to play early access for Call of Duty, but it is something that I would honestly do. I don't have the money for it to do it, obviously, but being a hardcore Call of Duty fan, it's very tempting. You want to go and switch over to PlayStation just to get this early access because you love Call of Duty. This is the game that you play yearly. This is something that I personally am excited for, like I am every year. I would love to play it early. But you shouldn't have to force someone over to a console for early access. Don't you think that's a little too far? And they're manipulating people in so many wrong ways, to the point where it's almost forcing people, including content creators, to have to purchase a PlayStation just so they can get early access to video games. I'm going to say it again. I've already said this in past commentary, but I'm going to say it again. It's the stupidest possible thing that they could possibly ever do. There should be no such thing as early content when it comes to actual video games that are not exclusive to a single console. Now, if it's a console exclusive like The Last of Us or Halo or Gears of War or something like that, it's understandable. You know, Sony or Microsoft paid a development company a specific amount of money to design a video game from day one to specifically be made for a single console. So at the end of the day, I know that's fair, you know? If I want to play that video game, I'll go purchase the console. If I don't want to play the video game, I'll ignore the console. But when you take a video game that is available across all platforms, you have an Xbox, you have PC, you have the PS4, you have all these different platforms you can play this video game on. And then you split the whole player base by forcing in these unnecessary early accesses for both Xbox and PlayStation. It wasn't always PlayStation, it was Xbox before. You know, so everybody has had it, but it's always been just a downside, a negative for everybody. The only thing, in my personal opinion, that I think that a console should persuade you on is the exclusives, and that's it. That's the only possible thing that I think that should be put out that will persuade an individual to decide whether they want to go to the Sony side or if they want to go to the Microsoft side. But they honestly should not mess around with the actual titles like Battlefield, Call of Duty, Rainbow. All those type of games should stay how they are. They shouldn't have any exclusive content for consoles. Don't you think that's a little too far? Because it's a game that's releasing for all platforms. And you're going to have tons of friends, which I personally do, who are on all different types of platforms. Like I said, this isn't an exclusive video game. You know, if it was Halo, it's understandable. If I'm on PlayStation, my friend's on Xbox, and he's playing Halo, I'm not going to get mad about it. Because I knew at the beginning of my purchase, buying a PlayStation, I'm not going to be able to play Halo. I'm not going to get mad at the end of the day because that's my personal fault. But when it comes to a worldwide game on all platforms, like Call of Duty, all of my friends have it. It doesn't matter if you're on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, whatever platform you're using, you are allowed to play Call of Duty. So you're going to have friends all across the board playing this. And you want to play with your friends, but some people are going to be able to play it, and some people aren't. It's as simple as that. So you're going to be left out from your party. What if you are the PC player? What if you're the Xbox player, and you have 3 or 4 friends who are on PlayStation? They're all playing it. They're all having a blast. They're all enjoying the new COD game, and you're the single person left out because you're not able to go ahead and get a PlayStation. You're not willing to put a $400, $500 investment just to play some early access for a new Call of Duty game. You know, it's so wrong in so many ways, and it's so cold to do the community like that. There's so many hardcore Call of Duty fans out here who would kill to play this video game, but they have their personal favorite consoles. They like Xbox, they like PC. They're not going to switch anytime soon. But their consequence for not switching to Sony is that they can't play this game early and get early access to specific content just because they're on an Xbox. It's just so wrong in so many ways. Now, luckily, I do own a PlayStation 4. It's actually at my girlfriend's house, and she's going to let me have it back for the weekend so I can actually get early alpha. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get footage. I'm going to go ahead. I do have an Elgato from a long time ago when I used to record on my PlayStation 4, so I'm going to see if I can still hook up my Elgato if I remember all the techniques and stuff like that, and hopefully I can get some gameplay for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. If not, I'm just going to, you know, use my typical gameplay like you see here and just give my opinions about what I played in the video game, because I am going to be using a controller. I'm not going to be a mouse and keyboard, so my skills are going to be ass because I haven't played on controller in like 4 or 5 years. But regardless, I'm going to try to get the gameplay for you. But I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, you know, what type of situation would I be in? You know, if I didn't have this PlayStation 4, I would have to wait a month, literally a month, in order to play this game. And I would have to be tortured. I would have to watch on YouTube and on Twitch, and I would have to hear all my friends as they play, laugh, enjoy themselves, and have a good time on a new Call of Duty game, while I wait a full month just watching them from the sideline. I don't get to play it, I don't get to try it, I don't get to experiment with it, I get absolutely nothing. You know, I feel bad for people who don't have a PS4, I really do. It's just a horrible situation. It absolutely sucks. And it just shouldn't be a thing when it comes to Call of Duty video games. And even for content creators, it gets to a point where it's just really annoying. Do content creators really have to purchase a PlayStation to get early access? I mean, you know, content creators, the whole point of being a content creator is to get the content out first, to be able to get the gameplay out first, and then other people who are more casual can now watch it, they can make up their mind, they can determine if it looks good or not. But to be a content creator, you're basically being forced to play PlayStation instead of being able to play on whatever platform you enjoy, you know? it's all kinds of messed up. It should not be a thing when it comes to a video game that's available for all platforms. But guys, I feel like absolute crap right now. I think I'm just going to call the commentary off there. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, want to chat with me, you can chat with me on Twitter or Discord. Both those links are in the description. And also, when you catch me live stream, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.